Andrea and Adrian for the A-List Online, and we're here with 16 Layers at the Canadian Music Fest. Hi guys, you want to introduce yourselves?
How you doing? I'm John from 16 Layers.
I'm Tim from 16 Layers. How you doing?
We want to thank you guys for catching up with us today. So can you tell us a little bit about how you guys came together as a band?
Well, myself and Tim used to play with another band, and I was in another band with two other lads from 16 Layers, and we needed a drummer, and Tim was available, so we got together, and 2 years later we got our first album out and came over here last October for Indie Week, and you know, now we're back for Canadian Music Week, so it's all good.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, can you guys tell us what you're working on currently?
New material for the second album. I'd say we're probably a little bit over halfway there, you know. We'll record it later in the year, so it'll more than likely be released, I'd say, next year, really, realistically, you know. But it's going really well. Some of the new songs are in the set at the moment, and they're going down really well, you know. We've actually road tested 2 of them over here, I think, and they've gone down really well, so that's really nice, you know. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So now, a lot of musicians are inspired by other artists. Growing up, were there any artists that you were inspired by which caused you to want to get into music?
Yeah, I mean, being Irish, like Tin Lizzy would have been, and obviously you too, but probably being a bass player myself, Tin Lizzy and Phil in it would have been a huge inspiration. I mean, and a lot of American bands as well, Metallica and Pearl Jam, Soundgarden would all been huge inspirations for me anyway, as a bass player and you know, singer and whatnot. So,
how about you, Tim?
AC/DC would have been one of the first bands I ever got into. Yeah. And then I think 9 Inch Nails and Depeche Mode are 2 of my favourite acts as well, you know. Even though we're not electronic, but they just speak to me somehow, I don't know, you know. I'm really into them, you know.
Right, right. Now, are there any bands in the future that you'd like to work with?
I'd love to work with Queens of the Stone Age. Even Josh Homme and, you know, the stuff that he does, even with them Crooked Vultures and you know, I suppose with Dave Grohl and all the other projects they have going. I'd love to work with Queens of the Stone Age. Even just to do a support slot would be great.
I'd be the same, Josh Homme, in the studio or something, you know, even the support, as John says, but I'd love to get him to work on the new album. That'd be great.
There's actually a fella we played with, Ian Blurton. We played with him last Tuesday, and we loved the sound he had. So you know, I don't know what he did sound for us then the next night. So I'd actually love to get into the studio with him. We heard he's a really good producer, and we loved what he did on stage. So
Dave Bottrell as well. David Bottrell, he's from Toronto, I think. He did Placebo's last album, and he did some of Tool's albums as well. And I really like the sound he gets, you know. So yeah, he's well up there. Yeah. Right.
Now we have a question that we like to ask all the bands that we interview, just to kind of get a little taste of your character. If you were exiled to a deserted island and you could bring one person and 2 luxury items, what one person would you bring and what 2 luxury items would you bring?
My wife, my iPod, and oh wow, I don't know the second one. Some water.
I'd probably bring my wife, or she'd kill me. And then maybe a boat to get off the island. There's one luxury island, and I don't know what the other, iPod maybe, with good speakers. Yeah.
Gotta have the music with you on a deserted island. Okay, well, if we could get you guys just to look into the camera and say, this is 16 Layers, and you're watching the A-List Online.
How you doing? This is 16 Layers, and you're watching A-List Online.
Again, we want to thank you guys so much. Again, we're talking to 16 Layers. This is Andrea and Adrian for the A-List Online.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much.
Cheers.
I know you guys are busy.
When we're done, we'll